The internet is not happy with Robert Downey Jr. How's it going today, folks? So I recapped some of the moments at the Oscars, and we have another big one for you. So our first moment is when Jimmy Kimmel cracks a drug joke at Robert Downey Jr.
And congratulations to Silly Ann's co-star, Robert Downey Jr. This is the highest point of Robert Downey Jr.'s long and illustrious career. Well, one of the highest points.
Referring to his days where he spent some time in jail for some drug-related charges, including cocaine, heroin, and marijuana. I mean, it's Hollywood. It's really not that big of a deal. But anyway, here's the clip.
Was that too on the nose, or was that a drug motion you made? He's so handsome, so talented.
And most people were not happy about this joke. One person saying a qualified dirtbag joke that wasn't even funny. Robert Downey Jr. clearly did not find that funny. If you look at his reaction, he seemed pretty shocked that Jimmy Kimmel went there. I remember when late night hosts were funny. Jimmy Kimmel has that gig because no one else wants it. Oh my god. He's not even a mediocre comedian. He is awful and not funny at all. Jimmy Kimmel's such a tool, etc., etc. This is what SteveO had to say about the whole thing. Being a prior addicted drug user.
So you must have heard about Jimmy Kimmel
Yeah.
or a Robert Downey Jr. joke. What do you think about that?
I think that it's going to come to a point where nobody wants to host award shows anymore. It's a thankless job. People get bent out of shape over everything. If a guy's got a history with substance abuse, he's got a history with substance abuse. We spend enough time reminding ourselves and each other about it so that we can stay sober. What's the problem if somebody else does that?
I actually really like that response. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody cracks jokes up there on stage. It just so happens that people don't like Jimmy Kimmel as much as they like Robert Downey Jr., so I think that's the whole thing. You had the substance abuse problems. Accept it, take the joke, and move on. But the big story here is Robert Downey Jr. winning Best Supporting Actor for Oppenheimer for his role of Louis Strauss.
This is the first Oscar win for Robert Downey Jr. and his third nomination.
And people are not happy the way he kind of ignored some of the contenders on the stage. So a lot of people on the internet are pretty upset about the fact that he just grabs the Oscar from Huy Quan and really doesn't acknowledge him after he even made a speech about him beforehand. And he points at one of the guys on stage, but he continues to ignore the rest of them. People comparing it to the moment that Taylor Swift seemingly ignored Celine Dion on stage, and that Robert should learn from Cillian, who is very grateful for everybody up there on stage, gave everybody a very long handshake. So it was definitely a very controversial moment. When it comes to moments like that, though, I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. It's very nerve-wracking going up there on stage in front of thousands of people. The dude probably had a lot of things running through his mind as he's up on stage, and I'd like to believe that it was a misunderstanding, and he's probably very appreciative of everybody there. But of course, if everybody else put themselves in his shoes, they would say that they'd go up there, shake everybody's hand. Maybe he felt like he needed to cut his time short while he was up there. He didn't want to take too much of everybody's time. That's what I think of it. But the internet is divided on it, and I'd like to know what you guys think about that too. But anyway, guys, that is the news for today. Fun fact, Disney holds the most Academy Awards, and you guys know the drill. Ta-ta for now.